somebody said to me the other day, can you tell me what was the happiest day of your life? And I've been thinking about it, and one of the days that, I don't know whether it was actually my happiest day, but a day, it was VE Day, Victory in Europe Day, and I'll never forget it as long as I live. I was about 8 years old, and my mother and I were making the bed. We were in Wellington because Dad had returned from the war, and we were making this bed, and all of a sudden all the sirens started going all over the city, all this noise. And you know, I was scared, and I said, what is it? And Mum said, oh, it must mean the war's ended. And the next thing, the phone went, and Dad said he was sending someone round to pick us up. And the next thing, a Jeep pulls up outside. We lived in a block of flats, and Mum and my sister Nolene and I get in the Jeep, and they take us to the Admiral's headquarters at the naval base. And the Admiral of the Navy in Wellington was having a party. The Admiral said to my young sister, what would you girls, or said to both of us, what would you girls like to drink and have to celebrate, you know? And I said, oh, I'll have a lemonade, please. And he said to Nolene, what would you like, young lady? And she said, I'll have a whiskey, please, but I'll have it straight. She was about, I don't know, maybe 4. They were dancing with us and talking and throwing us around. We'd never had such a time. Then it was time to go home, and we got back in the Jeep, and they drove us down through. There was a naval officer driving, Mum and Dad, and Noel and I were in the back. And it was thick, yet the Jeep couldn't move, you know, it was just people everywhere. And I remember men with only underpants on, up on the up lampposts, and everybody singing and laughing and drinking, and the music, and it's something I'll never forget. I can still, you know, I can just feel the vibrations, and I can see the people's faces, even though I was only 8, and it was one of my very earliest memories. Very special.